everyone. Already had a technical issue this morning, so we're all out of technical issues for today. Yay! So, thanks, Jos, for the super sweet introduction. My name is Lian. I will do something fun. So I have 6 slides in total, so we're not going to be looking at a lot of slides. And the only thing you're going to learn is about how fun it is to be silly sometimes. So just really quickly about myself, in case you want to talk to me about my actual job. I'm developer advocate with Loft Labs. We maintain a couple of open source projects, among them vCluster and DevPod, which are probably the best known ones. I'm also tech lead for the app delivery technical advisory group of the CNCF. So we wrote a white paper on platforms. We're working on artifacts right now, and the GitOps working group is also under the tag. And as mentioned, I'm the Chief Karaoke Officer for Kuberoki, which is the first and only Kubernetes karaoke community. If you are interested in joining us for that, I'm planning to do it on Thursday in the city center of Eindhoven. And we did that last year as well, and it was really a nice place. If you want to reach me on the internet, you can try it on the app that was a bird, and I'm not going to say the new name. There's an app that is still an elephant. You can find me there as well. There's an app that is invite only if you need an invite. I still have some. This is Blue Sky. And then you can also email me or send me a message on LinkedIn. All right, so we're doing improv today. Have any of you here who knows what improv is? Okay, so I'm counting on all of you to then be part of this. So basically, improv, it's improvisational theater, right? So the idea is that someone will give you a suggestion and you'll act something out. Why am I doing improv here? So for one thing, I think many of you can relate probably that if you just sit in front of a computer all day, it's nice to do something more, in the real world. I'm not going to say creative because being an engineer and solving problems can be very creative, but there's a difference when you get out and get up and you have to move your body and say things to people. And it's also really nice to meet some people who don't work in tech. So, I have done some improv, took some improv courses at, there's an improv theater in Amsterdam, it's called Boom Chicago. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It is hilarious, you should definitely check it out. And so I've done this course with them, or a couple of courses with them, and then I thought, why not do something for a conference? So I started doing lightning talks with that, and that went pretty fairly well. And then Flora said, I just made it like a full talk. So now I'm here and I'm doing a full talk. So, as I said, improv is about audience participation. I can't do this by myself. It's going to be super boring. Okay, so I need you all to participate. Are you okay with that? Are you ready to participate? Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is, everyone needs to stand up. We're going to do a quick warm-up. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to play a quick game, and it's called, do you know the song My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean? Heard of that, right? Okay, so we're going to sing the song together, and every time we say a word that starts with the letter B, we sit down, or if we're sitting, we stand up. Got it? Okay, we're standing up, and then we're starting with the song. 3, 2, 1. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me. All right, everyone. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. Excellent, okay. Great. Okay, so if you go to Boom Chicago and see the show, this is the warm-up that they also do. Sorry, Boom, please don't sue me. I just couldn't find a better warm-up. Okay, so our first game is going to be the three-headed consultant. So I used to be a consultant, and there's a lot of fun stuff that we used to do. So the way that this game works is that I have 2 handheld mics here. And we're going to be the 3 heads of a consultant that does stuff with DevOps. I'm not sure if this mic is on. We'll see. We'll manage. So what I need is, I need 2 volunteers. And I'm already seeing so many hands go up. Oh, look, there's someone super excited. Okay, and you two, please, give them a big round of applause. Excellent. Okay, this mic works, all right. So, you're Robin.
Yeah.
Robin, nice to meet you, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to meet you.
This also works. We met last night.
I'm Leo.
Leo, okay. All right, so Robin, Leo, we're gonna be the 3 heads of a consultant. And the way that it works is that everyone can only say 1 word, but we have to try and make a sentence, right? So we're a consultant and we are trying to solve a technical issue. Give me a technical issue that you have. Anyone from the audience? No, we don't have technical issues. We're everything's perfect. Sorry. Cloud is expensive and migration issues. Let's make it. Let's smoosh them together. Let's say we want to move. Oh, we want to repatriate because cloud is so expensive. All right. So okay, I'm going to start here, and then it's 1 word at a time, and we're trying to solve the problem. I know it's hard to make sense, but we're going to try it. Okay. All right. So we
Are
Cloud.
agnostic.
and
Happy to.
That's 2 words.
Sorry.
Help
you
With
your
cloud
migration.
needs. Okay, period. Next sentence. Okay. We haven't solved the problem yet. We're just still doing pre-sales right now. Okay. All right, so let's get into the weeds. Your turn.
we
Prefer
Kubernetes.
over
everything.
Except
in
Trains.
Godverdomme.
well
There
Are
always
exceptions.
to
every
Kubernetes.
cluster. Okay, final sentence.
your
Best
Chance,
is
to
use.
Kubernetes.
You know what? This is what most of our consultancy conversations sounded like. Okay. Do we have more volunteers? Now that we had 2 people do it, does anyone feel more
Skilled.
It's
Would
easy.
you like to try another one?
Sure.
Okay, let's try another technical problem. Maybe something cultural. You know, maybe something that's more organizational. No. Silos. Okay, how do we solve the problem of silos? Engineers
Always
Complain.
about
silos.
They
don't
Want
silos.
however
every
Manager.
loves.
Silos.
Okay, but how are we solving this? Let's try to solve it.
So
Instead,
Use
no
Slack
channels.
or
Kubernetes. Okay, excellent. All right. Okay, do we have more people? It's more fun if we get more people in. Okay, there we go. Maybe another volunteer? Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, Robin, Leo. Go. What's your name, please?
Thank you.
Sorry, what's your name?
Kira.
Kira. Nice to meet you, Kira. Jordana. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. If you want to step in here.
Yes.
So this time we are, again, consultants. We're trying to sell something. Obviously, we're consultants. What is a technology that we want to sell? Kubernetes.
Again.
I feel like we're very good at that. Okay, give me a vendor. Give me like a big vendor. Okay, we're trying to sell Kubernetes to Microsoft. It's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard. Okay. All right. GitHub,
Is one
big.
company and
They
would
Love.
Kubernetes.
so
Because.
Of
your
Open source.
projects
we
Believe.
that
you
Definitely.
need.
Kubernetes.
Okay, that was too easy. That was way too easy. Like, give me something that's harder to sell. Oh, I was thinking of Jenkins. I was literally thinking about Jenkins. Okay, let's try to sell. Let's try to sell Jenkins to GitLab. If anyone's from GitLab here, if you need a consultant at any point, like any pre-sales person, I'm your. Yeah. Anyhow, okay. So we're trying to sell Jenkins to GitLab. All right. Everyone
Loves
I'm trying to make it hard for you.
Oh, okay.
2.
Use
the
Different.
pipelines
of
CI/CD.
period. I'm just going to end the sentence there. Sometimes
we
Can't.
know
what
We.
need
but
We.
desperately
need
To.
build. I
Our-
forgot what we were trying to sell.
Communities.
Oh, around
nice
Sharing.
nice sharing. Okay.
Nice and. Okay, nice and.
Okay. Community around nice and lovely.
pipelines.
All right. Final sentence. Let's go. Let's try one.
Therefore.
Only
Use
Of.
Jenkins
is
Horrible. Oh no, we're trying to sell Jenkins. Is good.
Okay. That was smooth. That was absolutely smooth.
I am very smooth.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to look into the. Who would like to try it? Who would like to come on stage and be funny? Okay. Here's one person. Do you have another person? Oh, look, there's someone coming downstairs. Okay, cool. Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Would you like to try a harder game, or do you want to stay with this game?
Sure.
Are you ready for it? Okay. It's actually quite hard, like it's, okay, so there's another game that I prepared for, but I never tried this game. Like I played Three-Headed Consultant at other conferences and it went fine. So this one's a bit harder because now we have to speak in sentences and we have to tell a real story. Do you think you can do that? Do you have a good,
Try.
yeah? Are you good like with fantasy and
We'll go for it.
imagine things? Ever played Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that?
Only weekly.
Okay, we'll try it. So the game is called Fortunately Containers, Unfortunately Kubernetes, which is something very relatable. So the way that it works is that I will start telling a story, and then someone who feels that they're ready, that they have something, you can like tap me on the shoulder, and then you tag in, and your sentence needs to start with, the first one needs to start with fortunately, and then you continue the story, right? And then someone else, probably you or me, when we feel like we're ready, tap you on the shoulder, tag in, and then our sentence needs to start with unfortunately. Okay? So like it's always fortunately, blah, 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 unfortunately, blah, 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 blah. Now the thing is, we can't let this person in the center hang on for too long. Like we need to like get there quickly, right? It's not about like, sometimes you're gonna stay here and like talk for 2 minutes and then, that's not fun. So we're gonna try and see how it goes. And this is top level. If you manage to do this, like you can probably start your own comedy show very soon. All right, so I will start the story, and as soon as you feel like I have something to continue the story with, tap me on my shoulder and then just jump in and I'll step back. All right? Got it? Okay. So, this morning I got up at 7 a.m. because I had to be here super early, but when I looked at my phone, I saw an alert from PagerDuty, which is really surprising because I don't do any on call, right? So where did that come from? So I was like trying to message my colleagues about it, like, hey, I got this like alert from PagerDuty, and I don't even understand why, because we don't actually run anything,
Fortunately, because I took the day off, they had a replacement come in the building for me. And that went semi-well. She said I wasn't there and she could hang on to things while I was out of the office. But I think there has been a bit of a mix-up with the agency where they got her from, because I think she was actually a grocery woman. So she didn't really know any of the stuff I was supposed to do. She just kept on taking on the calls and writing down whatever.
And then she just said, have you ever heard about this thing called silos? Because I just heard about it recently. I heard it's really bad. So can you help me out with like dealing with these silos or something? I'm like, sure, let me call this consultancy that I just recently learned about, because they are very, very keen on making things better for everyone. So I gave her the number, and she called them, I'm guessing. I don't know, because I didn't talk to her since then. But so this is a problem solved now, I think. So I went back to bed, and I was like, okay, so maybe I can chill a little bit more, because it's my day off and I'm supposed to do some.
Oh, unfortunately, they were using Kubernetes. And everything went down again. So they called us again, and apparently we do host stuff. It turns out that we use Docker and build containers that are running in Kubernetes. And someone was supposed to watch them all day. And no one did, of course, which meant that our TV station went down.
Fortunately, we had an exceptionally good networking engineer who, with his experience and his peers with just a phone call away, was able to fix it quite well. There was a plan B, and they put it in place, then they rebooted, and it was only at night, so nobody really watched the channels anyway. And luckily, after a minute of 40, something like that, everything was up again, and they could wipe the sweat off their foreheads and go back to the drawing board, because this couldn't happen in production anymore.
Unfortunately, everything was now running in Docker Compose. So this was good for him, but then everyone else had to now go and install Docker, so that took like a good chunk of my day. I mean, I don't want to hate on Docker or anything. I think they're like a great company, and especially because I think this is getting recorded. I hate Docker, like if you're looking for someone to. But in any case, so while this exceptional networking engineer was working on getting everything, back on running again, I was having a little talk with our salespeople just to let them know, like we were having a little issue. So maybe if you like talk to our customers, don't promise them like 99.9999% uptime, because that's just not realistic, right? And they were like, yeah, sure. How about 99.999% uptime? Like that's slightly less, right? So that seems like something that's reasonable that you can sell to people. Like, I mean, you can sell it as long as no one has to deliver it. That's,
Fortunately, they also made sure to put in a clause that if it went down and it was night, that wasn't actually a problem. So we had a nice maintenance window to use every night. and build on some, what did you call it, error, no, not error, error budget, yeah. And that meant that basically we never violated our SLA.
Unfortunately, it was a global broadcasting network. So what was at night for the network engineer was prime time in the United States. And there happened to be a Super Bowl match. So people, while watching Rihanna, started seeing a black screen for 40 minutes. And that caused a mild uprising in the communities of the Super Bowl fans. Yeah, that took that blah 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 blah.
Well, fortunately, no one here cares about the Super Bowl anyway, because we're in the Netherlands, and thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. This is great, man. I realized halfway through that I forgot to get a suggestion from the audience, so this is perfect, like amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so the official time is done. I hope you had some fun, and you know, like it just starts to happen. You know, you start with something. It's kind of stupid at the beginning, but then you kind of get into the groove. And I just can't undersell how much fun it is to do something that gets you a bit out of your comfort zone. Maybe for some people it was the first time on stage. You know, and you know, I think that everyone has something fun to say and to give, and you should just like try it, not be scared of it. So I mentioned at the top of the talk that Kuberokey is a thing, Kubernetes, rewind. The Kubernetes karaoke is a thing. This is our logo. I have some stickers if you want them. If you want to join us, you can follow us on social media. I will give out details about when and where. Again, it's going to be tomorrow because the karaoke bar is not open today. And yeah, you can just like come to me, follow us on the internet, and that's it. Thank you.